Hi, it is day 11 of Project Imperfect, and oh my, how imperfect it has been. Uh, but I've had this exciting breakthrough kind of happen in the last 24 hours or so. And it's been that, I had this idea of what this was going to look like, even if it was about it being imperfect. Uh, but that still looked a certain way to me. Filming these impromptu videos and just, uh, speaking of these day to day struggles or insights or lessons learned about the downfalls of perfectionism. And it sort of came to me out of this a different breakthrough that I was having, a different creative breakthrough, which was me wanting to embrace that messy process of making things and wanting to build the muscle of of doing so, just making messy things and doing it over and over and over and allowing that repetition to make that muscle stronger so that I could move into a new space of creativity, which I, again, thought would look a certain way. But I realized that it's actually happening right now. I'm moving into a different space where, I was walking across the Brooklyn Bridge yesterday, taking a new route to work instead of going underground, under the water, in a subway train. And it kind of sparked this new way of seeing my environment. And I always, I've lived here for almost 15 years, but so when I do see tourists, if I go to a space where there's a lot of tourists, it's easy to be a curmudgeon, especially when you're on your way to work. But even though I was mildly in a rush, I always love seeing the city through tourists' eyes. They're just other human beings who haven't become accustomed to the insanity of this place and the magnificence and the dirt and the just the scope of human existence living in this place, all of us on top of each other. So it's fascinating and energizing, and it makes you pay attention. You see things in an awe-inspiring way when you're a tourist, or at the very least they spark intrigue or interest. And I was inspired to just film a bit of the view from where I was standing of the skyline, the buildings, the construction of the bridge and the other side. And just in doing that and having this moment of a different point of view present itself to me and me be open enough to take it, it made me realize, because I hadn't made a video for this series in like 4 or 5 days, that I'm kind of shifting into a different space, which is exciting. And I want to follow that impulse which is making a different kind of video now, where I am using imagery that I find to be interesting or powerful or poignant or heartbreaking, and still expressing my point of view, but in a different way, and maybe even speaking via voiceovers over the footage or something, which is something I've wanted to do for a very long time, but I never allowed myself, because again, I wanted it to be perfect. So I have all this footage that I've taken over the years that I've just never used because I was silencing myself, because I never thought I could make the thing that would embody all the things I wanted to express, that would articulate all the things I wanted to say about what I see in this world and about this life and about humanity, which is just an insane pressure to put on yourself. But I know a lot of us do it, so it's exciting, and I hope to be making one of those videos soon for you, and I'd love to hear what it does for you. And again, I hope these videos, no matter what they become or what they've been or are in some way bringing some kind of value or inspiration to you, or you see yourself in the process of going through. I'd love to hear a little bit of what you're seeing, or what it's sparking in you, or what you'd like to see, or what your process looks like right now. So that'll do for now. I'll see y'all in the next one.